Rocky.
How's it going, guys? My name is Phil from Legion Models. A bit of a novice modeler, to be honest. This is going to be my first video just showcasing what kind of models that I've done so far, what kinds of things you're going to see on the channel, and just generally what you might see as time goes on, basically. So first of all, what I'm really proud of in my collection so far is this diorama that I made. Originally there was only the one tank, which was this Panzer. It's my first model that I've done in quite a long time. It's not too bad. There's some weathering effects on there, nothing too spectacular, but yeah, that's the Panzer. It's nothing too special. The diorama does actually have mounds. I'll quickly explain how I've done that. That's literally a piece of wood cut from a shelf. It's nothing spectacular, nothing expensive. The mud mounds and the tree and the wall were made using Milliput. You join two surfaces together and you can combine it and mould it to the way you need. And after some time it rehardens again, and then it will stay in the shape that you've made. The grass is the Warhammer grass that you can get from any Games Workshop. Just small shavings that are PVA glued on top. This mud is actually from the garden. That was just got PVA glued, and that's the little leaves as well. This was my second tank I built. I'm a bit more proud of this second tank. There's a bit more detail on this one, some weathering effects in terms of rust. Some dry brushing effects as well, just to give it more of a realistic look. Some rust appearing on the bottom. I made the wheels rusty as well because it's quite an old looking tank. It's a Cromwell Mark IV, I believe. The turret does move up and down, but I won't bore you with that much detail. Some more rust effects, and Nuln Oil from Games Workshop is really good to use as well for the water effects, or like the watery dirt marks, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's the diorama. And then I've got this MiG Fulcrum plane here. That was the first attempt that I had at using decals for a while. I haven't used decals on the tanks because I wanted them to be sort of like more realistic and sort of unmarked, kind of just tanks. I didn't really think about doing the decals for those ones. I haven't really got an answer as to why, but yeah, just done that. So the MiG Fulcrum ain't too bad. Not too keen on the paint effects that I'd done on the rockets, but they're not too bad, I guess. And again, just some standard paint, and then use some Nuln Oil in those grooves there to give sort of like a burn effect on those. Not too bad. And then I also do and make and build Warhammer models as well. This one is one of my favourites. It's the Hellbrute. Again, for the stone there, that's Milliput, and that stone on his foot already came with the model, and then that's Milliput all here as well. But not a bad model. Again, for the arm effects, the shadowing and the shading, I use Nuln Oil. I can show you some of the paints that I use in a second. Just to give it sort of the whole dirty effect and shading effect on the armour there. So it's not too bad. I really enjoy doing the Warhammer models because I actually do play Warhammer on a computer. Haven't played the tabletop game just yet, but every time I go in there, the guy's like, you gotta play, but not 100% sure. My girlfriend also does Warhammer models as well, which I might be annoying and show you one just to be annoying. Here's just some more of the Warhammer models that I've done. They're not too bad, they're not too in detail, because like I said, I haven't really been doing it for very long, and I won't bore you by individually picking up the pieces, but there is some blood effects on the axes and things, dry brushed on rather than actually brushed on, of course. This is Chaos Lord, and as you can see, some dry brush from the blood. Sorry, can't speak English. And this is where I do my modelling. It's literally at the end of my bed. It's pretty awesome. My dad built it for me. It's really cool. I've got lots of space. So my utensils. That's one of my pet tarantulas. If you know my dad actually from the forums and possibly from YouTube, Dave's Tarantulas, then yeah. I also have tarantulas too. This is the latest project that I'm building. It's actually a 1/72 scale. stealth plane. It's currently primed and awaiting painting. If you wonder, I'm priming it all. It's actually going to not have much in terms of weathering or detail in it. I'm going to make it all black, and then literally I'm just going to touch up the metal because I want it to be sort of like a factory new plane, because I really like that one. So I didn't really want to do any effects on that. Damn ambulances and police. So yeah, this is my paint collection. It's nothing too crazy. So that's the Citadel grass that I use. I've got these Model Airs, or not Model Airs, these are the model colours. They're really good in my opinion, and also the Valero Air are pretty good, apart from maybe the metallics. I've got some Caliban Green and Purity Seal. The Purity Seal is actually a model varnish from Citadel, and the Caliban Green is for my Space Marines that I'm in the middle of making. I've only made one, and then the rest from here are the Chaos that I've got finished building, or well, they're finished building, sorry, I've got finished painting them, and then some more Citadel paints. These ones are actually just shades, and this is the non-oil I was talking about. It's really thin, but it's really good for making sort of like burn marks or engine marks. And then you've got things like fleshes, that's sort of like flesh colours, they're pretty awesome. And then you've just got some base colours and glazes. These glazes I haven't used yet, but these glazes again, really thin, but apparently it's to add some extra shine to like pieces of armour. Then you've got texture for like dust, which is not 100% sure on texture, so yeah. And then you've got your dry brushes or your dry paints. Sorry, shadow, fat head. And you got some layers there as well. And then I've got some Humbrol acrylic paints and 4 enamels, but the blue one I've had for ages. I mean, I've built a Subaru when I was really young and painted it really badly with this paint, and it's still knocking about, not too bad. Some of my glues, and then obviously a place where I just put some of my tools. And my palette paper. Palette paper is really handy, or of course you can use pretty much anything. She's probably going to kill me for this. It isn't finished, but my girlfriend's got the Dark Elder set from Warhammer. But it's pretty cool. She's got a really good steady hand, and she's amazing at drawing as well, so she's got a fine eye for detail, and she's got some bits down there waiting to be finished, which is pretty awesome. So yes, that was my showcase of just some of the models, some of the projects I've got going on at the moment. Hopefully I'll be doing more modelling videos, and I'm not too sure what they're going to be. They might be speed builds, like where, you know, I'll build them in front of you, but I'll speed it up and put some music to it, because I have no means necessary of giving out any tips or tricks, because I'm just a noob. I'm a nobody. But yeah, anyway, I've been Phil from Legion Models. I appreciate you guys, or any guys, checking out my videos on my channel, and stay tuned, subscribe for more, and leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Take care, goodbyes.